Okay, guys, I'm going to share my screen and show you some amazingness. Are you ready for this? I actually cleaned my daughter's wedding dress to this perfection. Can you believe that? 4 hours and a ton of red and raw knuckles, but I got it cleaned. Aren't I glad I didn't fret and stew and ruin the day with stressing about the dirt on the dress? I even took it to the dry cleaner and they said, you can pay us a bunch of money, but this won't come out. So luckily, I was able to clean it. And everyone's asking me how. So I'll just tell you a lot of Tide and a lot of OxyClean, a lot of scrubbing, pulling out stickers, and amazing, right? So I sent this picture to everyone who was at the wedding and was caring about her dress and worrying about it like I was. And I have to say that I wrote in my email, I am amazing. Or my text, I can't remember. It was a text or email. I wrote, I am amazing. And I want to tell you how hard it was to get to self love in my life. I have learned through coaching many, many people that most of us think we love ourselves, but we're actually really mean to ourselves. And part of this work, why I'm teaching you to become aware of your thoughts and decide if you want them and if they're helpful, even if they're true, do they make you feel how you want to feel? And did they create the results in your life that you want to create? We learn from this work how mean we are to ourselves. I remember a coaching session where I was being coached and the words came out of my mouth, I'm a terrible mom. And I didn't even know I thought that. But I had been rehearsing that in my head many, many times subconsciously. And when the coach had asked me the right questions or, some delving questions, that is what came out of my mouth. And then she said, is that true? And that's one of the best questions to ask yourself. Is that true? Is it 100% true? And then how is like, can you think of other things that are also true? So as she asked me, can you think of other things that are also true? I thought of all the things that I'd done that day for my kids. And the list was just really, really long. And I realized, you know what? A terrible mom wouldn't have done all those things that I did for my kids today. I got them breakfast. I prayed with them. I got them ready for school. I got them to school. Like I just thought of all the things that I had done right that day, even though I might have yelled at them when they were getting out of the car. Right. And what I learned was that so many of our thoughts are super negative. You will be shocked if you really start looking and being honest with yourself. Most people are saying, I'm stupid. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. That person's way better than me. I am not capable. I'm not able. It's tons of these thoughts that are not loving and not kind. And as we start to look at our brains, we will figure this out. And I am going to tell you that this will be an amazing journey, but the hardest work you will ever do on this earth is to learn to love and accept yourself unconditionally. And it is work that I've never met one person I've coached or one person that I know that has not had work to do on this subject. So, what we are teaching our brains is that our thoughts are optional and that our thoughts may or may not even be true. What your brain focuses on is what you will continue to believe. The brain likes to do what it's really good at. What it's really good at may not be a good thing. Unfortunately, for many of us, what our brain's really good at is negative self talk and producing really frustrated thinking about ourselves instead of feeling good about ourselves. I have practiced so often. I love and accept me. I love and accept me. I love me. And this is hard to get to. A lot of times you have to start with, I'm open to believing that I love and accept myself. Or maybe I love and accept myself. Or it's possible that I could love myself. You have to sometimes take little baby steps to believing what you want to believe because it's such a far reach, a far stretch for your brain when you've been saying mean things to yourself for so long. So if you go from I hate you to I love you, it's not going to work. You have to go to something way easier, and it has to be something your brain believes. And then you have to practice it over and over and over again. And how I like to do this is with voice memos. You could also just write it and then read it every day. You just try to reinforce it in your brain over and over and over again. Just like your brain has been telling you, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid for years and years and years. So for that one, you'd be something like, maybe I'm not stupid. Okay, it would start with that. Or maybe I'm not ugly, or maybe I'm not fat, or maybe I'm not whatever your brain is offering you, because we all have things that our brain is offering us that's not very nice. Okay, so this is your work to do. Change these thoughts that are so detrimental in your life and that are mean, and reprogram your brain to the truth. And the truth is that you are amazing. And it's not because you're more amazing than everybody else. Like you're amazing and they're not. It's we're all amazing. We didn't create ourselves. We did not create ourselves. That's why we can all be amazing. I'm not amazing more than someone else because I got the dirt stains out of my daughter's dress. All of the people that I texted are also amazing in different ways. And we all have different gifts, and we all have different ways that we can help other people and that we can be contributing and blessing others' lives, right? And my way is going to be different than your way, and we can both be amazing. Isn't that awesome? Like self-love is all about feeling that love for yourself so that you can feel it for others. You may have heard that scripture that says, love God and love thy neighbor as thyself. And what I found is that most people don't love themselves so much that they can't love their neighbor. It's the opposite. It's that they're way more loving to their neighbors than they are to themselves. And what I found is when I could be super loving to myself, I had way more love to give everyone else. When you're super judgmental of yourself, you're super judgmental of everyone else. I've done lots of models on lots of brain and across on a lot of brains and across the board. Whatever you feel about yourself is the mirror that you are reflecting to everyone around you. So feel compassion for people who are being mean to you because they're being very mean to themselves. And instead of feeling judgmental and critical and mean towards them, feel compassion and kindness towards them because they have an internal dialogue that is just like beating themselves. No, we cannot beat ourselves better. We can only love ourselves better. It's truly a fact. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you later.